to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Brock Wright, 36 yards. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 61 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Off play action. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Goff now to throw. is taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a game of 17 yards. First down, Lions.
Goff now looks to throw. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's Goff. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down. Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play, but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
Here we go on fourth. Goff eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. A gain of 6 there on first. Here now, 2nd and 4. To throw is Goff. And this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Patrick. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Running left, Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's good. For our Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back to throw, Goff. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
At the 32-yard line.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On fourth down, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 27. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Rolling to his right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Goff. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. And he has got it. From 55 yards away, that was never in doubt. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now it's Goff. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Out of the gun, Goff. This pass down the field for Gibbs. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Goff now to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 12. Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That open man that time, man, to put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now it's Goff. Buying time to his left. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Here's 1st down. Here's Goff. And that's caught by Williams. Able to get out across the 40-yard line, so a spectacular play to begin this drive.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Brian Branch with it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Goff going to throw it. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Here's Jake Bates to get us started, and off we go from Detroit. And that kick is going to go out of bounds, and you know what that means. That ball is headed to the 40. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Montgomery now up the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Running on 2nd with Montgomery. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They go play action with Goff. Rolling left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
His first throw is an interception. And the Lions have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Goff taking it right to the air. And that's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st down, it's Goff. Buys time, rolling right. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 now. Caught by his back. He's contained at the line for no gain. Tackled by Jack Campbell. They just get the play off. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back at beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at fourth down, but inside field goal range, so they could get 3 here. They'll go for it. Goff pushes this one towards the sideline. He's got it, and the feet are in bounds, too. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on fourth down. That was impressive. First down throw from Goff. He's got it at the 6. Touchdown, Detroit. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. First and 10 from the 41. They give up the gut to Montgomery. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Montgomery. Works his way to the 35. And he's down all the way to the 30. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Lions in need of some points before the break. First and 10 now from the 30. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down by the veteran, Carlton Davis. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Handoff headed left, Montgomery. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now the Lions calling a timeout. It's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. It's Montgomery on the counter. And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. It'll be a gain of 5, so now 4th and short. A decision to be made coming up here.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon. He created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And now they face second down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. Goff now on third down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
Goff on 1st and 10. Escapes out to the left. And after some relocating there, Brock, they track him down away from the pocket. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
I think I heard everybody in the stadium, yeah, Kate, including you, say throw it away. Get rid of the ball. Everybody heard it, except for the quarterback. And the sand in the hourglass, well, it ran out.
Trying for a touchdown here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Ifatu Melifonwu with the INT. And the Lions do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Craig Reynolds to return it. Returns looking good so far. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up second down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Complete out to the right side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're training a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Goff on third. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Goff. Looking for a touch. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Another try following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. Working quickly here. Goff now, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off play action. Goff. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's cruising speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. We're working a couple yards past the line. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. From the gun, Goff. Laporta with the grab. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first. Defense showing blitz. Goff. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Could not beat the defender there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10. It's Goff. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Flush down out to his left. He's running for it. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a gain of 4. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Sending the tight end in motion left. Looking to throw. Goff. Connects with Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Able to find Wright. And he gets this forward to the 19. That one gains 7. And that gives the Lions the first. From the red zone now. He finds Laporta. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions down by 7. 2nd and 3 now. Putting a receiver in motion. The throw is caught. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Lions make the play that should win them this game. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. St. Brown there to bring it in. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first.
At the 12-yard line.
Running it with David Montgomery. And he'll fight for what he can to the 15. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They run. Here's Montgomery. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Trying to set this up quick. Wow, they're going to pass it here. On the move, headed right. Finds Laporta. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. The defense takes its third and final timeout. Second down now, 7 to go. Carry here for Montgomery. And he's brought down for a loss. So it's one for the win column for the Lions. And a lackluster day offensively, thankfully overshadowed by a top-notch defensive effort to get the win in a shutout. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Locke going to throw on the first play. It's complete to Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Locke looking to change the play. From midfield, here's Locke. And this pass broken up. And the contact well in time there. And now 4th down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. From the gun, it's Locke. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Goff. This is caught. Touchdown! Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, it may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Lock gonna throw. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Jack Camp. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now Goff. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Tracy trying the right side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from Ford Field. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. To try again, it's 2nd and 10. Now, Jackson. Off he goes. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. The Lions have got it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
2nd down and 8. Now Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Here's Gibbs. And he will get into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Jackson now on 2nd down. He's got his tight end likely downfield. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Raven 1st down. Throwing Jackson. Oh, trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And the Lions will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
You know, Mike, drastically different things waiting for these two squads on the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the defensive sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with the takeaway. Now, on the offensive sideline, there's no celebration awaiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, we've got to have ball security. If we don't protect the football, we have no chance.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Goff. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
At the 49-yard line.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. So, they'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On the ground, it's the tight end. 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Is caught left side by St. Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's another Lions. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Goff. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A first down throw for Jackson. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And away we go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That's a pickup of 9. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down throw for Cousins. Into the hands of Pitts. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. Offense up to the line fast. Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 40.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings us 3rd and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. All the way, and that's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Craig Reynolds to return it. And look at this return. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Goff taking right to the air. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. His first throw is an interception. That's Justin Simmons. And the Falcons are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number one, and number two, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Chased out to his right. Looking right, and he finds him. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10, here's Cousins. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's good for the Falcons.
So before they... Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. A toss now to Robinson. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
The tackle by Jack Campbell. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Another carry for Robinson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Algier. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Algier. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Falcons pull that in front further. 13-zip. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. to kick it away. Here's Pinion. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. Still has some space inside the 35. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
On 1st down, it's Goff. He's got time here. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. From the gun, Goff finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Pass it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Going power with a big tight end. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Now go for it, Goff. And oh, he got it! Interception! Jesse Bates in to pick it